Hello everybody, it's Rab here, how we doing? Okay, so as you can see we have a pressure washer we're going to test on the car. This is the Go P40. Now this is a 120 bar pressure washer. I believe that works out to just touching 1700 psi, which is fairly decent. Now that is its maximum operating. It all depends on your water flow, your water pressure, so that can regulate slightly. Now this comes with a few different things. It comes with a 6 metre hose. We have, I believe there's also 6 metres or 5 metres of power cord. You have your telescopic extension. Took me a little while to figure this out, but it's just a case of press the button, twist, and you can extend it. That will be absolutely amazing for doing the driveways and things like that. Then you have your water filter, which doesn't come on it. To be honest, the build process of this was like seconds. The filter screws on, and the other part, which is up here, is you put the adapter on, and there's a little silver pin that you need to tap in to lock this section on, and I'll explain why this section is different from this one here. Okay, you also have your stubby trigger, which has a thing called, I've totally forgot the name of it, but actually it's more of an anti-fatigue. You don't need a lot of pressure to hold this trigger, unlike some of the other ones. If you're holding them, you feel like if you're washing the drive, after a couple of minutes, swap hands. This is an anti-fatigue where you need very little pressure to hold it on, and it is nice. And it also comes with a lock to stop it activating accidentally. You have your turbo nozzle. They're solid, by the way. Now, something I did notice and was told, the turbo nozzle will not fit into the quick trigger, purely because they don't want somebody doing something stupid. And trust me, there are people out there that will do something like that. And we have the adjustable nozzle. This has 3 settings. I've not tested any of this out yet. We're going to crack it open in a bit. We're going to give it a try. So this is your vario lance. All you do is twist it in and tighten the locking guard against it, and you've got a nice little stubby trigger. All in, I believe the water flow is 390 litres per minute, which is not too bad, to be honest, in comparison to some of the other machines that I've had. It is pretty decent. I do have some other bits and bobs here, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop this down to the side just now, out of the way, and I need a bigger table, to be honest. So we've got also is the premium foam cannon bundle. Before I really done any checking in on it and things like that, I always wondered why you needed 3 different cups. So you have your lance top. Now this does have a screw-in bottle, a screw at the inside. If you want to use a different bottle, perfectly fine, and a flexible hose with your trigger and variables, just nice and firm. Then you have, don't need that anymore, 3 different cups with 2 lids. Let me take the lids off. So the cups themselves are numbered. We have number 1, we have number 2, and yes, you guessed it, if you can count, got number 3. Now, I don't really know a lot about Ava, and I always wondered why you had 3 different ones. Kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't make sense, but I'm going to show you why it makes sense. So first up, the lids double as a wider base, so it's not falling over when you're pouring your chemicals into it. We just mentioned chemicals. I've got some over here. So I have their fuel cleaner. Now they do it in 4 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4 for those that can't count. The wheels is number 4, but for me it's my number 1 of how I do it in my order, but it's just to make things a little bit easier. This comes with its trigger and is ready to use. Then we have, let's see, get them all lined up behind the correct ones, and I'm the one that can't count today. So, speaking with Ava themselves, they've advised that all of their chemicals are diluted 1 to 900, just to make it easy across the board. So it makes it easier if you only want to use half a cup or half of a 500ml in total. It works simpler. So we have citrus pre-wash. On the front, I will put better pictures in. You can see it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And number 1 is colour coded to pink, so that's why the pink cup is pink. Then we've got number 2, which is the foam cleaner. It's colour coded green, so we have green. Then we've got their Seal and Shine, it's their LSP. This is grey, it goes with the clear. So very, very well thought out, and I'm really, really liking it. Now, the foam cleaner, it's not just a foam cleaner, it's not a snow foam, but it is a snow foam. It has additional lubricants in it, so that you can spray it on kind of in an American style, and hand wash from that point after your pre-wash. Now, what I do like, and I will put pictures of this up, which I thought was pretty damn good, on the inside of the cup, you might see it better on the bottom, there are ridges. Those ridges actually are measuring levels. So for the first level, you've got 25 millilitres, second level 50 millilitres, third level 75 millilitres, and the top level 100. Now, as I said, these are all mixed 100 to 900 millilitres of water. So, to be perfectly honest, this is an idiot-proof setup. So that's the chemical side of things. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I say complements this pressure washer. This is not from Ava. This is from a different company called qwickhose. So let me move this stuff out of the way. We'll show you some qwickhose. I'll show you how quick and easy it is to actually put these on. Get this on here. Takes a little moment, and not here's one I prepared earlier, but here is a bit of hose that I have that I'm going to be using at the front of the house. Anybody that knows me, my pressure washer resides at the back of the house, just to compensate for noise. But what we have is qwickhose has a nice little setup of connectors. So first of all, we have the tap connectors, which are designed to go with their hoses. So they were nice enough to send me 2 of those. Got a couple of pens that my daughter keeps trying to steal. I told her, wait till I'm done doing my review. We have a hose repair, which is used the exact same way as the actual hoses, the hose connectors themselves. It's going to make life a lot easier. Took me a little minute to figure these out, but these are a mini spray headset. So once you've got your hose connected up, they come as different ones. So you have your original and your no flow. So with the no flow, obviously the water won't come out until something is inserted into it, and which is where these come from. There are a few, there's 4. And we have open flow, jet, a shower and a fan spray. That I have tried these, and they're quite powerful. Not pressure washer powerful, but they are giving a nice spray pattern and things. And I also have a joiner. So we've got a hose repair and a joiner, as well as 2 sets of the connectors. So let's get rid of that, and let's put a connector on. Okay, so what we got? Got this flow through and then no flow. So it purely is a nice case of unscrewing the end, as you would do. Put that end on. So what you can see is there is a longer section in here. No more little fingers that basically once you use a hose lock or any of the other brands, they're a one-use gardener, things like that. So for this, it purely is a case of push your hose on, close it over, grab your end, bring it up, give it a little squeeze, done. Now I've seen pictures and videos of people trying to pull these off. Why not try it? I can stretch the hose and these are going nowhere. Now, I myself have a habit of disconnecting it from the tap. My tap around the back's kind of high up for the way that I fitted it years ago because I didn't know any better. And I tend to drop it. So, how sturdy are they? It still moves. Ah, I'm liking that. So, let's get the other end on. Sometimes you've got to abuse things to see just how decent they are. Pretty dodgy that, wasn't it? So this is the no flow. This will be, look at that. It's so damn easy to use, and that's my hose set up. That's quicker than any of the other ones. What do they like to take off? I don't know. Let's try. Normally you don't need to take them off. I like this. I'll actually take a picture of this. There is little, not bits to cut, but ridges that actually lock into the hose, and it leaves a lovely little imprint. Removing, try not to close that over on it. Aye. Back on again. It's probably best to not have wet hands when you're doing this, because even with the other ones, wet hands can be a bit of a pain in the back end. So, perfect. Right. Let's get the car moved, get everything set up, and we'll get things done. Alrighty, let's have a look at this car. It's been a few months, and yeah, just done a nice 500 plus mile drive over the last couple of days. So we have lots of bugs and mess on here. Some lovely racing stripes, and yeah, this is going to be a great little test for this wee pressure washer, I'll tell you. And can't wait to see them shine gloss black again. It's been a while. She is filthy. So I've done 500 miles down to Manchester and back over the last few days. Seen that there. It's the nice opportunity to not bump into, but go in and meet Lee from Jewel in auto detailing. I'm actually going to use a couple of their products on the wheels today. I didn't put them in the first part of the video, so I'm going to do a separate one for that. But yeah, she's looking pretty sorry for herself. Roof's not too bad, but it is absolutely filthy. Yeah, as you can see. Up in here, I did notice when I put my boot up the other day, my light's cracked. How the hell that happened, I do not know. The notorious Corsa has that, and then one of these bugger, still trying to figure this gimbal out. One of these buggers up here is taking homage to laying a big crap on my car. Yeah. So let's get. I just realised what's up with my camera right there. My gimbal just took a little bit of a mad moment. Yeah. So let's get filling some buckets. Let's get to cleaning this old girl. Right, let's get these wheels cleaned. So we're going on there with the Ava wheel cleaner. This is ready to use. It's a fallout, a bleeding fall. Can't go on it. Sorry, a bleeding fallout wheel cleaner. And I'm also using the Dual Auto Care. Their cleanse, which is their tyre cleaner. And I'm going to say it drew a lot of dirt out of these tyres. And I did go back and do a second hit, which it thoroughly needed. But yeah. There, my last wheel brush gave up the ghost, so I've got myself that new one from Mitchell & King. They were a really good price and they were also discounted, so made it an even better price. So yeah, product on, agitate, rinse it off. What I will say is I am using the new Ava I'm really struggling with this today. They have a Norway P40 or P40 Go or Go P40. Either way, it's a P40, right? For such a small, lightweight machine, actually has a bit of a punch to it. We'll discuss the machine later on, but you'll see I use a Kranzel normally, and this little pressure washer's not as powerful as it, but it does just as good a job. Got to say, I like it. But yeah, the products brought these wheels up looking lovely, and I did win a second hit on the tyres. Okay, so time for some pre-wash. Now this car has not been done in a while, so I thought it'd be best to actually give it a pre-rinse just to get rid of some of the big bits. So we're using the Ava Premium Snow Foam Cannon with the Citrus pre-wash diluted at 1 to 900, which is the balance of all of their products. It went on nice. It's a pre-wash, nothing too thick, nothing too heavy. It went on and came off, took off a lot of the dirt. Okay, now here, yes, I bought myself a drone. I have wanted one of these things for years. I originally purchased a cheap one and tried to fly it indoors, caught the other half's hair in it. She was not happy. So when I announced that I was buying another drone, yeah, you can guess what I was told. Not in the house. Can you guess where I first flew the drone? Granted, this one actually has stability to it. As you can see the hedges to the left hand side. It is pretty windy here. So we've got the Snow Foam Cannon with the Ava foam cleaner, again mixed 100 to 900 in water. This is stage 2 of their product. Obviously the Citrus is stage 1, foam cleaner stage 2. It went on. Now the foam cleaner does have additional lubricants to it, which means that it is based more like a spray on shampoo as opposed to a snow foam. I will say it felt really nice, had a lovely little smell to it as well when you were rinsing down. As you can see there, I kind of went in the car. You will notice all the way through this video I keep looking up at the drone to make sure it's still there. They're not cheap, and I've got that absolute fear that I'm going to look up and it's not going to be there. But the little thing held its ground pretty well. All I've done was put it into one position and left it where it is. But yeah, in relation to the shampoo, all I'm using, I'm actually using a 1 bucket here, and it's just my rinse bucket. So every now and then, or every couple of panels, I'll go over, rinse my sponge and go back. And the soap, shampoo, snow foam, whatever you want to call it, stayed there that entire duration. Very, very slick under the hand, had a lovely scent to it. It just worked. All I can really say for it. It's the first time I can recall actually applying a shampoo with the lance. Normally I do it in 2 separate stages, but yeah, we've done that. It worked pretty well. So I'll leave you to finish watching this little bit. It was originally 10 minutes, but I have sped it up. And I'll catch you in just a moment. Okay, stage 3 of the AVA process. We are using their own Seal and Shine, and this is the one that you use with your grey or clear bottle. What can I say? Mixed 100 to 900, sprayed it on, went round the car, and then just reused the remainder of it over the front of the vehicle. As you can see, as it drains away, it turns to, I can really call it, it's like milk. When it turns that way, you know that it's ready to be rinsed off. There's not really much of a scent to this one, but again, I'm not, yeah, okay, I love a scent to my stuff, but sometimes it's nice just to have a product that just works. So I'll catch you in a moment once I start to rinse it off. so we are at the bit that I was waiting for, everybody was waiting for, to see how much hydrophobics this will give to the vehicle. So let's go. What I will say is, again, I'm blown away with this little pressure washer. It's small, it's light. I will go over the pros and cons, the things that I personally didn't like, and the things that I absolutely loved about it. But yeah, as you can see, I'm using the more powerful part of the nozzle, and the water just runs right off. This Seal and Shine, a cracking little product. Switched it over to a kind of more rinsey part as opposed to jet wash, and it gave some beautiful beads on the bonnet of the car. So yeah, Seal and Shine, really liking it. For the cost, the products aren't that expensive, but I'll leave you be and I'll get you in a moment. Okay, so let's have a look around the car. The wheel cleaner and the tyre cleaner work pretty damn well. The pre-wash, I keep going to say snow foam, but it's not snow foam. The foam cleaner, sorry, done a really good job as well, and so did the Seal and Shine. Now, let's talk about the pressure washer. The pros and cons. So let's go with the pros. It is lightweight. I like my Cranzo, but it takes forever to set up. This little thing, just cart it out. It's so lightweight. I can't grumble about it. There's decent pressure in comparison to, like, I've had a couple of Nilfisks previously. In comparison, I wish I had been about when I bought my at the time I bought my Nilfisks. The attachments you get with it, the trigger, you don't need a lot of pressure to hold the trigger on, which I am really loving in comparison to my Sutton. Downside to it, upside, the snow foam cannons are absolutely fantastic and give a decent amount of foam in the way that it works. Downside, I wish the hose was longer. That really is the only thing. I mean, it comes with a 10-year warranty. 10 years. But if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and I will catch you all in my next video. Catch you later.